The LGBTQ community has been fighting for equal rights and acceptance for decades, and while there have been significant strides made in recent years, there is still much work to be done. This community is comprised of people who identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual, queer, and many others. They face discrimination, bigotry, and violence, often resulting in lower quality of life, mental health problems, and even physical harm. One of the main arguments against LGBTQ rights is based on religious beliefs. Many religions view homosexuality as a sin, and some religious leaders and organizations have spoken out against the LGBTQ community. However, it is important to note that not all religious people hold these views, and many LGBTQ people are religious themselves. It is also worth noting that religion is a personal belief system and should not be used as a justification for discrimination against others. Another argument against LGBTQ rights is centered around cultural norms. In many cultures, traditional gender roles are deeply ingrained, and anything that deviates from these norms is often seen as immoral or deviant. However, cultures are not static and change over time, and it is important to recognize and respect the diversity of human experience. Perhaps the most important argument for LGBTQ rights is based on human rights. Every individual, regardless of their gender identity or sexual orientation, has the right to live a life free from discrimination, violence, and persecution. Denying someone the right to express themselves or live their life as they see fit is a violation of their basic human rights, and it is up to all of us to fight for equality and acceptance for all. There are several ways in which we can work towards achieving LGBTQ rights. Education is key to combating ignorance and promoting understanding and acceptance. This can take the form of school curriculums that include information about LGBTQ, history and culture, as well as community-based programs that promote awareness and acceptance. Another important step is to promote laws and policies that protect LGBTQ individuals from discrimination and violence. This can include laws that prohibit discrimination in employment, housing, and public accommodations, as well as laws that criminalize hate crimes based on sexual orientation or gender identity. Finally, it is important to create safe and supportive spaces for LGBTQ individuals to express themselves and connect with others. This can include LGBTQ community centers, support groups, and social events. In the end, the fight for LGBTQ rights is a fight for a better world, one that is more inclusive, compassionate, and accepting. It is up to all of us to continue pushing for progress, to challenge discrimination and bigotry wherever it exists, and to create a world where everyone is free to be themselves without fear of persecution or discrimination. By standing together, we can make this vision a reality and ensure that the LGBTQ community, and indeed all marginalized communities, are celebrated, respected, and valued for the unique contributions they bring to our society.